as that like disperses. So, um, if you're gonna follow along with this process, um, the thing that you're just looking for is before the set. If you do a second conditioning, or before you start putting it in water, you should be able to put your hand through your hair. And most kitchen people, if you guys feel the sharpness of a knife, after you do that, you kind of feel the ridges of your hands, like you feel your what is it called? A thumb mark? Like when you're young, I think it was like a big arts and crafts. You put your thumb in like an ink pad, and then you put it like on a piece of paper, and you did like a little doodle around it. A thumbprint, I'm gonna guess that's called. You can feel like the thumbprint of your finger, and you should feel like no like smooth. You should be able to fully like feel like all the millions of ridges that are on your hand. I think it's a thumbprint, thumb press. I don't know. So before you do that, you should be able to fully feel it with like no slickness, just like a little bit of pressure, and you should feel like all the little like ridges in your thumb. Um, and then at that point, you know that it's time for another conditioning on it, or you can start putting it in water if you think you already put enough conditioner in it. So about it was like every 2 or so hours we put in moisture, and every time you add in the water, you should notice that the conditioner is like just slowly starting to dissipate, and that just means that one, it's starting to you like your hair is starting to take it all in, or two, you're just spraying around on your pillowcase or whatever. So if you're planning on sleeping with a hair mask on, I would say uh, put a bandana on. If you're roller, sleep on your stomach. Um, yeah, and just like if you can, the best way is wearing I want to call it an old woman cap, but I think it's just called a hair cap. Like one of the things that easy old people put on, I would say just really moisten or make your hair almost drip damp after putting on the conditioner to just make it more workable. Put that on, and if you can, put a bandana on or something just to make sure that the cap stays in place. But that's like if you want to do the night sleep, which that's how I would recommend doing it that way. And that one you want to need to double condition or um, re-moisturize because you have the cap on. And that's another way you can do a hair mask and not need to do a double one if you want to do even awake. But that's my opinion. So the thing at the very end, what you want to feel is that your hair it has a lot of like product in your hair. Um, since this has so much preservatives, I do have like a cap on it or something. Like I can feel like there's some stuff in it, but it's dry. It's dry, but it has the way I want to put it is if you use like a texturizing clay or a texture powder, like it feels kind of like that. Like yeah, that's how I would put it, and that's kind of what you want it to feel like. You want to feel it like that, or you want it to be like a like a dry-ish feeling, like your hair has nothing in it. So you want to have it little to no feeling in your hair. If that makes any sense. So you want your hair to feel like it has like a texture powder or texture something, whatever you want to call it, or just nothing at all. So Whew. I'm going to now take a shower, wash all this out. You're not shampooing, you're not doing anything. You're just washing it out. You want to have most of the conditioner in your hair. The next day, you'll shampoo and conditioner for a long time. If your hair is still, if you wake up and your hair is dry again, that you're gonna just do a normal conditioning, and then you're just gonna wait. If you're not doing anything for the next couple days, this is the best thing for you. Just rinse your hair, don't shampoo, don't conditioner. So, I know it seems a little nasty, but that will help your hair um, heal back up. So the next day you would shampoo, condition for about 10 minutes with a good rich conditioner, not like a Suave or like a 3-in-1 body, whatever. No, you want a good deep conditioner. One that I'm now jumped on is from Pantene, the Fortifying Damage Repair with Castor Oil. This one I do recommend. It's in like this tube. It's a bit flowery. My light's dying, so it's not helping that. Or the tried and true Garnier Fructis Damage Eraser. This is in the non-thick one. They do make one that's in like a little jar. Like, I'm reaching back. I'm trying to go as fast as I can. It looks like this. Looks like this jar. This just has some, I think, rendered out blue dye, I think. I'm not sure what is in here, actually. I think this is blue. I don't think it's my purple shampoo. No, that's blue. Yeah. And this is how, like, I store, for the most part, my colors. If I decide to go a long period of time with a certain color, I will make, like, a big batch, put it in here, condition, and this had a bunch of conditioner in it, but over time, conditioner, like, breaks down away, turns into water, whatever, and it fights, like, with the pigment. So that's why it looks like this. This container was pretty, like, it had that much, but now it has like very little, so like the color has condensed down. So yeah, so that's like an overtone type thing I've done in the past with blue. I might actually pull this out for the summer, but okay, last little thing, and I'll do a cut here so you guys don't have to worry. And I'm gonna get the two colors because the poll for my hair color has it's gonna be purple. There's no way around it. So I'm gonna be using the rest of my plum purple, which is like so little, or depending on which color it goes for. If it goes for the Arctic Fox, it'll be all the Arctic Fox because that already has conditioner built into it. Or if it is the Enraged Purple Plum, it will be my Sugar Plum plus that with half conditioner. So let me just grab the bottles and I'll show you right now. So everyone knows the tried and true Enraged. If I remember right, the only thing I didn't like about this is that it had a blue cast in it in the very beginning, but then it turned purple after a couple washes. That's the only thing I know about this. I don't really know much about this color. It's called Ritual from Arctic Fox. It's like a really dark, deep purple. And then I also have Sugar Plum, and I'm pretty sure I have a video with me having Sugar Plum hair, or Red Raspberry, I think is another one. So if it's Arctic Fox, I'm gonna go with this. And if it's the enriched one, I'm going to mix it in with the rest of my sugar plum. Let me just grab my iPad because I did post it about 3 hours ago. I'll give you guys an update of where the poll stands. The poll standing was 7-2. And right now it's in a split vote, so that does not help. I kind of, since I already know how this goes, camera please no. Since I already know how the enraged goes, I kind of want to do ritual, but that might be in a different time. Okay, so let me finish up this and I'll come back to when my hair is redried. So as I said, you want to make it feel like you have like product in your hair, basically. That's what you want to feel out. So you have product, or you feel like little to nothing in your hair. And then when you wash your hair out, it should be very nice, silky, smooth. And that's all you're doing. You're just rinsing this out, and it should be nice and smooth. It shouldn't really have any curl to it, because really the conditioner just moisturizes and relaxes your hair, unless you have like a deep kinky curl like African American people. Most of their hair is really thick, kinky, curly. So now I'm gonna rinse this out. And before this, we did a bleaching with 10 volume developer. If I ever wash out my hair again, I think I'm just going to, I think next time I do it, I'm gonna once again try the purple shampoo, because I knocked out for the majority all the color. And then I would try doing a 5 developer with bleach, and I'll probably dilute a 10 down to a 5. And I don't think I mentioned, but just diluting like a 10 with how much you put in. So let's just say you did you did an ounce of bleach, ounce of developer. To take it down to half it, you just put in you would just put in an ounce of water. I want to just get a clarification, because I want to try to see what it would do with the conditioner, but I want to talk with my hair color person, like face to face, to get her opinion. And since I can't see face to face and I can only do messaging, that's we're gonna have to wait until Sally's opens back up. And I hope she still works. Fingers crossed. So far, as I know, she still has her spot, because she's one of the top people up on the top, which is very sickening for some jobs. But I'm happy to hear that at least she's good, and I hope whoever is unemployed right now. So see you guys in a few minutes with my hair all washed out. And as I said, wash out. Your hair should be silky smooth. I would say probably only rinse it for about a minute, maybe 2 minutes underwater. And that's probably like all you need. And then you're not putting any product to set in. You're just you're actually gonna let it towel dry, because your hair is still healing. You don't want to brush your hair immediately. I would say hold off on brushing for about a half an hour, until like your hair is done drip drying, because when it's drip drying, your hair is trying to get rid of water. So once it's done drip drying, then use a wide tooth comb or a water brush, and coming with that. You don't want to lose any